Back to P and his terrible, awful, no good lies. As we all know, it's the only thing we're really known for, of course. Alright. Of course, it is another boss. Another boss, and not even just another boss, but a completely different boss from the last one. Can you believe it? I've been making, some progress in this game. Progress, at least to a certain extent. And that's kind of what all these streams are about, though, right? It's just like making progress. A certain amount of progress, even. I'm kind of hoping that this boss is going to be a little bit easier than the previous ones, given that I cannot actually go back to the hub right now. But, I don't know. We'll see, I suppose, right? Yeah. Okay. Do not remember enough of how this boss works. Once again, it's been too long. How goes the peeing? It goes pretty pee. I would say that it's just like this is a very pee-filled game. Yeah. And I am doing it. All right, come on. Well, as soon as I get the... Oh, right. Continues going, right. Well, whatever. As soon as I get the basic timing on this boss down, it should be good. There continues to be very little lying that happens in this game, as I'm sure you probably guessed. Okay, and if I don't... Oh, just spat out an ad. That's weird. I feel like you shouldn't be able to do that. That feels a bit unfair, Corrupted Trade Master. I mean, at least it could be, but it seems to have gone down like one. Good. Good again. Man, well, figure this one out over time, right? And of course, there's going to be some sort of second phase, which I have no idea what this one is. A completely different boss, I assume. As usual. But we'll see. Ate anything good? No, not really. I had a bag of Cheetos earlier. Is that good to you? Would you consider that to be good? I enjoyed it. But I don't know what your opinion on the subject is. Chat, tell me. What's your opinion on Cheetos? And I'm talking the crunchy variety. So, whatever happens to be. Yes, especially Flaming Hot. No, they were just regular ones. Regular Cheetos. To be honest, I feel like I could go for Crunchy sucks, you suck. Anyway, it's like I feel like I could probably go for even more cheese dust sort of nonsense. Might have some macaroni later. Alright, at least we can get a couple hits in here. Good. Ball's frozen to the ground yet. It is quite cold around here. It's true. But I mean, I get so heated doing my cool gaming that it doesn't really matter too much to me. Wait, heated is probably not the way to put that, right? I mean, that's how I put it, so what do you want? Hey. You can't just charge into me like that. That's very unfair. What's the point of Cheetos if they're crunchy at this point? Just eat pretzels? Yeah, but they're less crunchy than pretzels, and also they're covered in like a cheese dust. Do you not like the cheese dust? I do. Well, at least kind of clip the head slightly. Okay. Nice. At least I got a... Oh, I guess we'll see what the next phase is now. I'll spat on another enemy, but that doesn't really mean much of anything. Honestly, I feel like I'm cleaving through this boss a lot faster than I expected. Well, maybe not. I appear to now be getting bored by the boss. So, you know, take that how you will. Thankfully, that other enemy doesn't seem to be particularly threatening. Yeah? Oh, we got shockwave attacks now, eh? Luigi? Good. Oh, yeah, right back into it, eh? Ah, I sure do love being eaten by giant monsters. My favorite. Okay. And that's that then, I suppose. We checked Vor. Well, what can I say if on-screen Vor happens? Am I supposed to be all like, no, that's not Vor. That's just being eaten by a monster. You know. You get more Cheetos dust if the cheese is puffy instead of crunchy. Yeah, but I like the crunchy ones, though. I don't like just Cheetos as my choice of snack when I want something savory and crunchy, which is usually, yeah, it's like, I like those. I like combos. I like the, you ever have those little pretzel bites that are covered in, like, honey mustard dust? Those ones are pretty good. Didn't swallow you. Is that, like, less Vor? You don't have to be, like, I was very much, like, at waist minimum. Deep in the monster. I feel like that counts. And if that doesn't count, then, well, this is not the Vor I'm familiar with. Nor is it the Vor that I want. Yeah. Hey. Got it. Not that one, though. Yeah? Ain't got no head to rip off this time. Although I really don't know what the like I said, what the second phase is going to be. Oh, great. Well, bored again. Oh, look at it happen. Oh, look at him go. That guy in his board. A boy in his board. Well, back into the belly of the beast in the both literal and figurative way. Now, if you don't mind, I didn't. Come on now. Just trying to finish up my grind stuff. Rise and grind, that's what I say. Yeah? Good. Well, I think I am dead. Well, tried there. Anyway. Well, Sue, since it's so close to Elden Ring, no, it's not. They don't have a... They don't have a thing. As in, it looks like a replica of, but at first glance, I thought it was Elden Ring. Really? This game? I don't know. I think it's better than that game at the very least. Still less deep than me and your mom last night. Lamau got him. Hey, hey! I don't talk about my mom and unbirthing. Okay, I'm fired. I'll go back to smoking crack. Yes. You kids and your crack addictions, I tell you. At least I got that one. Okay, just decided to go for that. And back into the void. Oh, yeah, baby, I love it. I sure do love being in this giant monster. Okay, well, there we go. Ah. As far as I can tell, there's nothing copyright infringing in this game, though. Anything like that, whatever FromSoft or Namco, I suppose, has a copyright on, I do not think that it is comparable enough to anything in this game to actually be sued. I mean, you know how hard it is to catch somebody for copyright infringement? You have to have some very clear intent. And, like, unquestionable sort of stuff. It's like it's not like an easy. It's not an easy court case to win. It's actually a pretty difficult court case to win. Yeah. Like you might think from the way that it works, like on a YouTube or something, that it's like copyright infringement is actually a really easy court case to win. But if you actually take a company to court over that, it's way harder than it seems. It's just, of course, YouTube don't want to deal with that, so they just strike immediately when, because, like, what am I going to do about it, right? Am I going to go take out my lawyers and be like, no, I'm willing to fight this case, YouTube? Okay, fine. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Although, to be honest, I am going to do a little bit of this. Yeah. I'm pretty sure like the Sokoban devs are like one dude back in 1970 or something when Sokoban was first made. Oh right, you can't block getting grabbed in the void. Shouldn't forget about that. Come on. Glad to see that the mobs are very much non-threatening. Ow. Oh, the stream died for a second. That wasn't me. You know what? I'm just going to go with this so that I can get a super move. Can I do this? It's like, honestly, the Fable catalysts are get them pretty regularly. All right, what's the second phase? What sort of nonsense you got this time now? Really? That's it? Huh. Just, it feels very anticlimactic. It's like I just fully expect that it's like if I can beat a boss within like 5 tries that it immediately gets back up and then turns into like super god. Well, I suppose I'm not out the gate yet.
So what's happening now? Let's get back to the hotel and our friends.
That's it? Really? What a shocking amount of restraint for Liza Pies. You should expect it to be so much worse. That was not supposed to be a climactic boss. Let me take a look here real quick. No, I got an achievement for it and everything. And like I don't get achievements for the mini boss characters. That is on the level of like Romeo or something, according to the game at the very least. Well, except for the fact that I didn't get like a soul from it. And you know, the like enemy defeated, whatever. Well, I suppose we might as well see what's going on over in here now. You know what they should have did? That one previous boss that I fought. That's what it should have been. It should have just been that boss and then followed by this boss, because that's more in line with the game. Yeah, no big you hunted on screen. How am I supposed to know if I hunted? Gonna be a shorter stream, I guess, on this one for fighting this boss. Am I hypocritical, really? Yeah, maybe that's not directed to me. Hey, I got like 20,000 souls to sell here.
You're alive. I was worried because I didn't hear from you. The stalkers have kidnapped Geppetto. It was the fox, the cat, and the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. But really, I sense Simon is behind this. First, go to the second floor and make sure everyone is okay. I'll try to figure out where they ran off to. Antonia might know a secret passage. Try asking her.
Oh, not the fox and the cat. Also, during that point in time, they put up a big banner. I mean, unless you put that up. Did you? Like, P's having a good time. P's really getting into that banner. It's like me. For real, for real. Okay, looks like Vanini died. Dang, I just got a full moon dealio. A black cat sounds cool. Do you not remember the cat guy from earlier? That was the one that was with me for like 5 seconds before running away. And leaving me to deal with the Black Rabbit Brotherhood by myself. You know, that whole thing. I really wrecked up this place.
First, Antonia might...
No, and then you're gonna let me level? Hooray! It's not a cat, boy, it's a guy wearing a mask. Like, you would know that if you were watching the game up to this point. It was in the Malum district. Don't you remember? How do you not remember? And I didn't see. That was... it's been in the series already. I'm going to take all these first. Can't believe... Well, I hope you're glad, because now everybody that's watching the YouTube series is going to know your extreme neglect related to actually watching this stuff. Hey.
Mr. Stalker, it's you. I thought it was the intruders again. It's a relief you're safe. I was helpless, hiding the entire time. This is my first time coming back out. You surprised me, but make no mistake. You're always welcome here, Mr. Stalker. Let me know if there's anything you need. Stalker, please.
So, same thing? Same as it ever was. Okay. Well, all right. Good. Still a Catboy. You can go and buy a Catboy mask if you're very much interested in this. In fact, they make entire suits for that sort of thing, if you want to check it out. They're quite expensive, though, so be prepared for that. It's just like, if you just want to be a dude wearing a cat mask, that's actually a very, very possible.
Who's there? I'll never open this door. You might as well give up. Oh, it's you. Is it safe out there? Give me a sec. Okay, come in.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, child. Geppetto has been kidnapped.
Now, well, how's my painting doing? Still looking good.
You're here. That's a relief. Being trapped somewhere. It's the worst. It's good to be free. Oh, sorry. I should be thanking you first. When you came in, you reminded me of the Hound. Probably because both of you saved my life. Thank you so much.
Actually, speaking of cats, what happened to the cat around here? Hey, y'all seen the cat? I'm sure it'll show back up. Anyway.
I'm sorry, child. Geppetto has been kidnapped. The alchemists planned the whole thing. All while we were hiding here. I certainly didn't expect an attack on the hotel. The possibility never crossed my mind. However, I think we can track them down. My portrait. Behind it lies a passageway to their base. The hotel had an accommodation with the alchemists. Long ago. Play this chord on the piano in my room. It'll open the secret passageway, and you can save Geppetto.
Why does nobody want to tell me anything? I swear. Anger! So mad about this. Okay, finally. I can show my rage, even though I don't really use the stuff too much. Real quick. Well, actually, does it even really matter if I use the... Because I'm using the scythe at this point in time. Do I really need to go level up the other stuff?
The Isle of Alchemists. But be warned. You're walking into hell. And I should know. The truth is, I escaped from there. I had to leave a lot behind. And that is why I woke you. Like you, clever one. I am more than I appear to be. I'm ready for you to see the real me. Show me that you're ready too. Please, save us. Save Krot.
And I tell you, it's like, I think that the real lies here are not those of P, but everybody else around him.
I knew it. There is a secret passage. The stalkers must be getting information from the alchemists. It might be the only path to their base. Hurry. Whatever choice you make.
Okay. Anyway. We'll find out your terrible secret, whatever that might be. Who knows? Later on. You know what? Actually, just give me more health. I feel like I'd like more health at this point in time, right? Although getting more attack would probably be potentially good. Ah, whatever. Let's open this thing up and see what's going on before, I guess, wrapping up this episode. Okay? Well, wrapping up this episode then. All right. Yeah, just the entire time, eh? The entire time. Just right behind here, eh? Swear. Nobody told me about this. Nobody wanted to, apparently. Oh, yeah, I gotta go fight that thing eventually. Don't I? I'll do it later. Oh boy, more underground cat. Actually, it looks like I just kind of dropped down from that one place that I was at earlier. Whatever. I guess that'll wrap it up for this one. The boss was not as hard as I was expecting it to be. I guess that makes sense. I was sort of thinking at the very beginning of this that the boss was probably going to be on the easier side purely because hey, I can now just level up here. Why couldn't I do that before? Well, anyway, yeah, I thought the boss would probably be easier given that I was completely locked off from doing the hub anything at that point in time, but still, I still expected, like, I don't know, a smaller Romeo to come out of that one puppet and attack me. All right, chat, that's it. That's did that for this stream because this one was quicker than I thought it was going to be. How about that? Can you believe it? I can't hardly believe it myself. It's only been 26 minutes. I mean, I suppose it's like a, what, is there anything else I can do here right now? No spaghetti factory? I mean, we could if you want to. If y'all want to. Do you? I was wrapping it up a little bit before, I suppose. Oh, all right. No middens? Well, I'm sorry. You didn't. They asked for factory first. If you didn't want factory, well, here, let's see if the stream's about to go down because I'm opening up a browser right now. Could easily be happening, as you know. And if it drops, I might as well just leave it to drop. All right. How about that Ratchet LP? I still do not own that video game. I got like pretty much all the stuff for it at this point. But, you know. Browser from the hit video game, Betterified 6? Yes, exactly. And his cool, what was it? The cafe. No, I didn't want the new one. I want the old one. Did I want the new one? Oh, the old one or new one? I think I actually do want the new one. Oh, that's factory stuff. Where is this thing here? Oh, that's that one again. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. As soon as Satisfactory actually opens up here, I suppose, because it is taking its sweet time to actually get open. I swear I am opening it. Yeah, here we go. All right. So, last thing I was working on, and the current thing that I'm going to be working on, is trying to finish up the lower level versions, the lower level production of things that are a lot more important. Things like screws and whatnot. We're talking the initial creation of stuff, but like later stuff should all be pretty much done. I could really just, throw open the space elevator, start cramming stuff in there, and probably finish up with the game pretty quick if I wanted to right now. But I want to get everything working efficiently before I even start doing that. So as of right now, all of the actual project parts are being crushed, destroyed, turned to dust, and the efficiency powder or whatever. But now at this point, it should be, floor 1, floor 2 sort of thing. So yeah, taking a look here, it's like, yeah, we got iron plate, iron rod. Iron rods are not even used in anything except for... Oh yeah, I should also change the... Boss took less time than expected. Why not? Okay, yeah, so it's like we got iron plate, we got screws, wires, cables. Yeah, wires are going to be a thing. Right now, I was just looking at potentially making it with purely with iron, but honestly, don't really think that's a worthwhile endeavor at this point. You just end up making it with Caterium, a little bit of Caterium, but then also a couple things for iron too, since I have all that mostly set up right now. But yeah, then I got steel beam, steel pipe, which are probably going to be the more important ones, quick wire, and copper powder, which, I'm going to have to go figure out at some point in time here. That's not going to be very easy to like try and make work. And we still got like all the Christmas stuff here, eh? I'm surprised. Of course, I've already finished up with the Christmas stuff, so not really too much to be done here at this point. But at the same time, I mean, hey, it's here. If you're curious about that, here, since it doesn't really matter, since it probably doesn't really matter too much about like trying to do this extremely efficiently, let's go check out real quick make sure that I'm not having any issues with production over on the radiation side of things, because that has been happening occasionally, and I've been having my entire factory shut down because I'm not paying attention to it. Looks good. Max consumption's getting up there, though. 60k Morrowinds per minute. Yeah, I probably need to up production on... Yeah, it seems like I probably don't have quite enough for quick wire as of right now if I want to continue doing this. So that's going to be... I expected that because these are pretty quick wire hungry sort of things. But at the same time, this should still be fairly effective for creating stuff, at least for the time being. Taking a look, looks good. Outgoing transfer rate is 1 per minute. Honestly, is there here, you know what? I'm going to delete that because I still want to make sure that I have enough things. I'm actually going to go over to the nuclear power plants over there to make sure that everything's working correctly. You still full of stuff. Kind of the only thing I'm using not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, this is kind of the only thing I'm using compression cubes for, and it's used so slowly that I'm not making an actual automated line for them to go over there right now. I really just don't think that's necessary, at least for the time being. Maybe eventually I'm going to want to do that if I even get to that point. I am so close to finishing the game at this point in time that it doesn't really matter. Hey, how are we doing over here? Starting to actually... get a good amount of these out here. Good. It really shouldn't be... I guess I am technically making more than I need to. You know, I should take a look. What do I got for copper sheets here? Right now I need about, looking at my notes here, I need about 23 of these to be doing this efficiently. So let's just take a look. 23. Let's see what happens down the line here. Okay, well, I got more than 23 right now. It's all going in. It all seems to be being used pretty effectively, so I do not think I need to increase production on this at all. Although it is getting kind of low on the water. What's going on with that? I might need to go and I'll take a bunch of... Okay, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I don't have enough, what is that thing called? Enough of the containers in here. It's not going efficiently. We gotta go do that. Hey, Yulia, welcome to Factory Game. I was doing a little bit more Pies of Lee, but as it turns out, I was actually able to finish up with the boss quicker than I thought I was going to. So instead, we're just going to watch me do some more stupid factory things for some reason. I don't know. I don't believe that people want to watch this, but maybe they do. All right, that should be good for right now. You just got to introduce it into the system, and it'll take a couple minutes, but it will work itself out eventually. Really, the thing that I'm more concerned about right now is getting the electricity stuff to be sorted out. Actually, starting to do things more efficiently means that electricity is being used more and more. We're currently at almost up to 40k. It's starting to hit the production line, which is bad. But I mean, it's good. That means that it's working effectively, but it's not working as effectively as I want it to be. All right. Throw that in there. Cram all that in there. Let it go. I mean, I guess I have... Currently, it looks like the shipment of water actually came in, so... let's give it a moment before... To start processing a lot of this stuff before I shove in even more things. Store all of that. Looks good. Let's give it a second. Smell that radioactive gas down there. Yeah, I'm not... I just kind of decided that like byproducts are not really going to be used too much for... it's getting kind of high. No, that should be fine. It's like they should still... We're currently looking at 49%. Oh, okay, I gotta... All right, water is not being effectively used over here. Unfortunately, I kind of saw that coming, but whatever. Let that out. Drain it one more time. I'm going to have to... I'll have to go see what the deal is exactly. Is it that it's too many uranium waste? No? Oh, man, I need to... it's starting to get to the point where there's too much uranium waste, I'm noticing. Also, I'm going to take this. It's not, like, terrible, but... and there it is. Dang it! I knew I shouldn't have drained all that water. It was in equilibrium, but it was in equilibrium enough that doing that just totally messed up everything. Oh, my thirst for more. Once again, my thirst for... I just realized right now, do I not actually have the sound on Satisfactory on? I don't. Okay, there we go. My thirst for productivity in terms of aluminium, which I already have plenty of, does not... My greed got the best of me, and now the factory's down again. Because the thing is, I am producing... Okay. So here's the dealio. You should go on your resume for the next clerk position you apply for. We'll see. And why? Wait, why? People don't know what Satisfactory is. People don't know what this video game is. But anyway, what was I saying? So here's the thing. I am creating more uranium fuel cells that I'm actually using, but they're created so slowly and they're used so slowly that getting them to manifold out is actually, like, not... It means I need to occasionally go and cram a few uranium cells over in here to get this to actually work, which is why I'm doing that right now. Right now. Yeah, no, you still have stuff, but I think, like, these ones probably don't. Well, they do, but not a lot. But the ones on the very end of the line should be, you know. The quiet game was barely... I thought you were telling me to be quiet, and I'm like, nah, shut up! Mr. Electric, kill him! There we go. Yeah, it'll get back to equilibrium fast enough. And there's a lot to talk about in terms of factoring. You know? It's not really that big of a deal. I mean, it's like we can also just go, like, throw on other music or something, too. Although that's probably going to drop the stream. So I don't really know if you want to do that. Yeah. But yeah, you can see that things are manifolding out. You can see the excess amount of uranium there is on the conveyor belts leading into the nuclear power plants themselves. And look at all those drones flying in. It's beautiful. But at the same time, the problem is with that is I'm much ruder. Then I would have Mr. Electric kill you. But anyway, what was I saying? It's not enough. It's not enough to get it consistently working. It's like literally going to take hours for that stuff to manifold out to the point that it is able to be a continuous system. Okay. So, makes me feel smart. Do you really think that this is set up in a smart way? Do you think this is a smart game? This is a grind game, baby. This is not at all. This is not for smart people. This is for people who want to do the same thing repetitively. All right, what was I doing here? I guess, yeah, we're getting copper sheets. I wanted to make sure that I had enough containers to deliver water efficiently down to the copper sheets thing, because I think that's pretty much going to be the only way that's the only thing that's preventing me from being able to get that. Everything else, we're at 65%. Should be more as far as... No, I just think it took a while to manifold out. Don't have a ton of heavy modular frames right now. I should. Now, there's no reason why I shouldn't have enough heavy modular frames in here. Autosave is getting so intense at this juncture of the game. I guess this is something that's going to need to manifold out. I'm currently looking at automated wiring. Let me make sure that automated wiring is working and see what the holdup is on creation right now. Which I believe is you. No, it's versatile framework. Which, oh yeah, I do need to create more steel beams. That is actually a thing. But of course, that's the next thing that I was about to be doing. Automated wiring looks good to me. Looks like for a time it was not working efficiently. Yeah, I think the thing is I'm just looking at this because it's like I just set up all of this stuff, so it's going to take a while to manifold out. Send that in there, have that work. Yeah, give it a little bit longer. It should start to work just fine. Steel production, though, is going to be more of a thing to try and increase over time. But then, yeah, like I said, copper sheets are pretty much about at the level of what I'm currently working on right now. These are like a copper ingot into. These are copper ingot into the stuff that I'm trying to think of. Copper ingot into a first tier part, something like that. I think you like Factorio more, judging by the way you play. In what way? Wait, but isn't Factorio just like a dull a tower defense game? Doesn't even have that much factorying going on. Why is the game still Christmas themed? I don't know. Thought that would have gone away by now too, but you know. Okay, and I already have the. Okay, I'll just leave that to go then. Where do you hear that from? People who told me. Alright, what else were we looking at then? What else? I mean, this should be a lot more effective now. I got that in there. Just cram a few of those in there to make sure that goes. Oh, I mean, I do own Factorio, but I just don't really want to play it because I hear the developer is an asshole. Which is kind of the big thing. And I'm just like, whatever. I'll go play Satisfactory anyway. And I've been having fun with this one. Yeah, no, I got plenty of this. Well, okay. Let me see here real quick. What do I actually need to start making? So we got 6 reinforced iron plate I need. Well, obviously already creating more of that, so not really a big deal. Yeah, and you know, that's going pretty well. I technically don't really need to be creating any iron rods. Yeah. Scrolls. Well, that's a lame reason. Well, maybe they should be less bad. So I don't play their competitors' games. 7 I need. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So currently do have more than enough of these. In fact, I can just go get rid of this one. Make sure I got all this. I think that should be everything I need. It looks like I already have this set up for pretty much what's required, near as I can tell. All right, we'll do that. Throw that in there, let that go. Yeah, it looks like some of the stuff on the end wasn't even using the things. Let me see. You know what, just to make sure that I have this being used efficiently, because I have no idea which one this is even hooked up to, let's just do this as well. No, not that one. I can't remember how things work. You get turned into a splitter. No, not that. All right. Do that. And that should have a full line then. Not really the prettiest one, but that should have a full line if it is required. Which I have no idea. It might be required, it might not be required. I don't know which one of these are hooked up to which one. Looks fine to me, though. Alright. Isn't this fact part of the second season you started? It's this is the final season, the one where I'm doing a single episode. I think wire's good. I don't think I need to create more wire. The big thing is going to be getting coal products coal done. Yeah, right. That's like, this is overflow on stuff, if I remember correctly. Can get rid of this then too, because that has clearly served its purpose. Yeah, this one's overflow, so I don't need to worry about that. That should be all working effectively. Yep. All right. What do we got next then? What are we looking at now? If all of this is actually going pretty good. How long is that episode going to be? I don't know, like an hour, hour and a half. I still got to go record most of this stuff. I have it largely written down. It's just, got to record it. Unless you want me to start doing that on stream here. Okay, so currently we're looking at about, I need 5 of these. Okay, I got way more than enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. A lot of this stuff already set up pretty well, it seems. Oh, yeah, and then I also had even more things creating wire down here. That's how much wire I need, baby. You gotta have a lot of it. And I do. All right. I think that was, what was that one? I think that was originally where, this is originally where copper sheets were, which is why I had a lot of extra space to be able to create that. All right, and here it is. This is what we're looking at right now. These things got to, you've written a script? Yeah, of course I have. That's what it's that sort of series. And here, I think I can want it all right now. I mean, I did. It's the same sort of thing I did for Dragon's Dogma, like the head thing that I was doing before. Here we are. Well, yeah, in case you're curious. Oh, but I gotta actually go do it and then edit everything together and all that sort of stuff. You know how that is. Yeah, I just use Notepad. I use Notepad for everything. I love Notepad. It's a great thing on the computer. Okay, what was I actually creating right now? I really do everything in Notepad. That's not like a joke or anything. It is a great piece of software. Okay, steel beams. So currently right now I have steel beams. I need only 5? Okay, that's not too many. Well, that should cover that then. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 60 per minute. 7 times 60. It's only 420 per minute, so that should be. Can jet fuel melt them? Absolutely not. I don't know, maybe. I'm doing some real cheap as with everything in this factory, it's all the cheapest and most trashy products going into making all of this. That's how you do it efficiently. It's effectively the same thing. All right. But yeah, these things do not have nearly enough steel going into them right now. Steel pipes. I actually do have quite a few that I need to create. 34. Okay. That's what I'm doing right now. And quick wire, I only need 8. I believe I do already have that set up and ready to go. Just wait until it's not auto-saving. There we go. Okay, so I need 34. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay, so I apparently already created exactly enough. Did I but you can already see, though, that the coal production is not great. So I gotta really up that a lot more. I need to be producing. Oh, let me take a look here at my notes once again. Steel ingots. Yeah, I need to be producing about 1,200 steel ingots per minute if I want to be able to effectively use this. Need 8. I might have more than 8, clearly. I believe I did make this all very efficient. I mean, there were obviously some issues that you might have seen earlier, but should still be quite effective regardless. And a lot of these, of course, are... A lot of the aluminum is going into battery production to get drones working right now. No, I think the main thing that I need to do at this point in time is go and get coal and steel production a little bit more sorted out, which is not really a problem at all. I already have plenty of things to go do that, and that should kind of like wrap up making the factory efficient to an extent. Still got to go do nuclear pasta, which is an entire thing just by itself. That's the nightmare. Got to think, trying to create that much copper powder. But the point of what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to be setting up satellite factories elsewhere in the world to go and get the copper powder to be created. Because you need so much. On the order of hundreds per minute if you want to be effectively creating that. Oh, well, let's get a... Okay, just seeing here real quick. I need about 22 machines creating. To effectively create, what is that? 1,200 steel per minute. Need to go do about 22 machines. And we got these creating copper ore, even though it's less efficient. It's just that's for other stuff. All right, y'all, what's going on here? Well, let's see how many I have first. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I do indeed have 22 going. But I don't have enough iron ingots coming in here to effectively make stuff. All right. So we got 22 times 40. Let me just see here. That is 880. So I do need a second line of iron to be coming down here. And I think that's kind of where I'm going wrong. All right. So 780 divided by 40. So this should cover the first 19. I'm gonna go get that right now. Well, what else are we looking at here? No, nothing else really looking. Okay, 19 teen. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 teen. Which means that from here, I'm gonna have to go and create like a secondary line of stuff to do. Go do it like that. Go do it like this. That'll manifold its way down there pretty effectively over time. I'm sure that I probably have enough spare iron that's being created currently to do this no problem. It's actually not there. It is one slot over. There you are. Okay, and just go send it right down then. Putting these. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm always putting the conveyor poles above this, it's so I know where these are. Because otherwise, it's very questionable. You know, there's a whole thing where it's just like, I'm going to need more coal, too. Both of these should effectively... Yeah, it's like these are not going to... Neither of these are going to be doing stuff correctly. I set that about there. Okay, okay. I mean, I could probably even create more smelters to have this work, too. I have more than enough coal coming in. That should not be a problem. I have several just like full things of coal, and I'm also not using coal for anything else. Yeah, I think aluminum production is being used with petroleum coke right now. Yeah, that's what you're doing, right? Yes. And petroleum coke is a lot more efficient and also has nothing to do with coal. Oh, it's looking good over here. Looking good, looking good. Aluminum is being created. It sure is. Get rid of this. I don't need all that much. All right. Time to go open up those more routes. Still having issues. What if I were to just go with the pipe segment instead of the full pipe thing? I need to get this. What specifically is the issue? Do I need to overclock these more? Working at 100%. You're working at 100%. You are working at 100%, so it's like I might as well overclock this then. Send it up, baby. We need to get rid of some of this water. I should go look and see how much water I'm actually creating so that I can figure out how much I should be using. Well, let's just do this for right now. Honestly, it's like it doesn't matter if I have that extra one creating stuff or not. It should be totally fine. And these ones are not even creating stuff. Right. Yeah. Seeing inside of my machines here. So, what did I say that I was doing? I'm creating... Oh, right. Creating another line of iron to go. I am already creating way too much iron as it is, due to the fact that I thought that I was going to be changing over wire to iron, but that's too much work. So I have way more caterium anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's go get right over here. Go grab this. Yeah, do I have just like an already idle line of iron coming out here? It's looking like it. It's looking like I can go and get an idle line of iron out here, no issue at all. Because of the stupid way that I play this video game. So how you doing? Yeah, look at you right there. Okay. So it looks like what I'm actually going to want to do is take you, take this, take that, send it over here, right about hereabouts. Put that in, set that down, get it going. Should not be an issue at all to get this working for me. You know, I always think it's weird to be like, yeah, you know, okay, let's do hardcore action game followed by this nonsense. It's the sort of dichotomy you get on this channel, right? Absolutely nonsensical. And you know what? Line these things up. Let's make it consistent. Absolutely nonsensical, baffling content for you. Covering so many different types of video games all the time. None of them being very popular except for Dead Cells. That's the only one that matters, baby. That's how you do it. Alright. Honestly, let's just get these all lined up here. Do that, do that. Send that over, baby. That's all you need to do. Okay, I'm probably going to go from the other side then to actually get it correctly hooked up at this point if I want to do this. And I mean, I do, so. Yes. Don't you find the factory so impressive and amazing and you love it? Truly, factory game is the future, right? Why am I just not doing this 24 hours a day as far as content goes, right? This is what y'all want. This is what you crave. Sort of content that it's just like is more important than anything else. You even have a forest. I mean, those forests create presence. And I also am not actually using it because I kind of disabled all of that stuff to... Oh, I need to go hook this back up again. I'll do that later. Wait, no, I can do that right now. I can literally do that right now. The forest is not actually being used for, like, forest materials. That's absurd. That thing you said was absurd. Alright. Apparently it's like, yeah, I already had the... What are we looking at here? Apparently I already had the coal line already up and ready to go. So, sure. We'll just go hook that up right now. And I think that was probably a result of something else, but it should work still very effectively for what I'm doing here. No reason not to, right? Just hook up this section of the factory as a treat. All right. That'll get that working then. We just need to go get the rest of the iron up, and that will likely probably get the entire factory working efficiently. It's as easy as that, baby. That's all you need. That's all you want. All right. Now I'm trying to remember where's the... I also have even more coal over here just kind of ready to go. Where is the iron coming in from? Because I don't remember. Is it this? Yes, it is. Okay. So. Do that. Get that, send that over here. Show the other one directly on top of it. And yeah, it's just like, yeah, just run it to the end now at this point in time. And trust me, it's not worth making, you know, Christmas products. That was just to complete the Christmas product event, and that's all I care about. That said, there's also no reason to destroy all those trees, because I believe they will be destroyed at some point in time just by themselves. There we are. Whenever the actual event ends, which I thought was... right. Shut this one up to be the right thing. There we go. Do that. I'm doing that. Oh, and I just gotta finish hooking it up here. Well, this should be effectively, at least by the time I finish with it, a consistent and automated way to get all of the endgame content fairly efficiently, able to be expanded, modular enough if necessary. I can just quit. I can quit the video game. Maybe. You never really know where problems are going to come in, right? I see, I see. So this is how I had this set up here. Well, we can set this over here for right now. I'm going to need to clearly set up another line of stuff, but that'll get that working. Okay. How do we do this now? Probably want to set this one up here. At least until the next update. Yeah, but it's just like by the time the next update comes out, I'll have an effectively working factory. And it won't matter, baby. It'll all already be there, and I will just need to go and grab all of the junk, cram it together, and then I'll beat it like within an hour. Well, within a couple hours, you know. Let's... Yeah, what... No, that's correct. I thought that was facing the wrong direction for a second. There we are. There we go. Kind of would like it to have gone the other, you know, a little bit farther into that side of the factory rather than the other way around, but I mean, you know. You can't say goodbye, only see you later. Well, that's true just because, you know, the game's not content complete even just yet. When it becomes content complete, I will destroy it. Using this factory that you see right now. This factory is a living creation that only becomes more powerful by the minute. Provided I'm playing the video game. There we are. Will this game ever be content complete? I mean, the next set of milestones should be the final one, at least judging by how everything works, and you know, looking at the amount of, at least right now, the amount of the remaining resources that have yet to be used, which is 1. Is there an ultimate ending? I got no. Now that I don't know. All I know is that like whenever they do the next like milestones and phases update, whenever that might be, whatever that might be, that is probably going to be the final one, maybe. I don't know, it's just like... It doesn't seem like there's... But the thing is, it's like the last update, for example, was... was more about, like, changing engines for the game and stuff like that. It wasn't really about, you know, adding in new things to create or anything. And there was one new thing. It was a big ol', like, giant pylons. But, you know, it's aside from that, it's not like the strange alien metal that still has no use in the game as of just yet. So, phase change. Yeah, like, look in the upper right corner. Look in the upper right corner. Look in the upper right corner. Okay, now then. They're the major goals of the game, of which I'm doing. I am very much getting that working for me right now. It's just, you know, I want to get everything effectively working before I start to... Before I really start to, you know, cram everything into the space elevator over there. Don't get me wrong, we could start doing that right now if I so wanted to. I have 3 out of the 4 of those things being created. Who is Tori and why do you fuck them? That's right. What? Yes. No. What? Well, yeah, as you can see, it's just like, yeah, this thing being created right now. I need 4,000 of them. All I would need to do is just take this output and put it into that, and I would start to complete the factory. But instead, I'm crushing it for the sweet, sweet coupons, baby. You know, that last one, a block from Minecraft? No, that is... No, that is all the way down here, not these things. That's nuclear pasta. Which I'm going to have to make eventually. It requires so very much copper powder. I mean, I only need to make 1,000 of these, and in fact, I do already have 1,000 cubes to create, if I wanted to. However, the copper is more of an issue, because it requires 100 per minute. So yeah, that is, I mean, 200 copper to create a singular nuclear pasta. I need to create 1,000 of those. That's a lot. And it's like copper powder also is 30 bars to create 5. Oy. It is an extraordinarily copper intensive material to create. Everything else though, I got on auto create. It's just I'm gonna need to do a bunch of so very much copper production to get that working effectively. Everything else though should be able to get created easy. Even have 0 waste nuclear energy going on as of right now. Do you get to go to a new planet? No, of course not. And the entire reason why I'm here is to complete these phases. Like, why would I go to a new planet? If I wanted to, I could go elsewhere in the world if I felt like it. And I mean, I will to go and find more copper, but, you know. Hollow at the core of this planet? I mean, I already kind of am now, aren't I? Oh yeah, if I'm going to take like my, But yeah, it's just like that's the whole thing where it's just like you might be watching this and you just like you think it's just, hey, I'm in a desert doing this whole stuff, but there's an entire world out there that you just don't see because I'm only ever in my base. Once the game loads it. Like if you want to go somewhere else, there's plenty of other places to go. It's just that doesn't have a factory there. I'm not creating a factory at that point. I'm not even effectively using all the resources that I have here. And that's specifically because I am creating things so efficiently. Then how do you know when the game is done? Look in the upper right corner of the game! How do you know when the game is done? It's literally on screen all the time. Literally in the upper right corner at all points in time. I mean, I could turn that off or something, but I feel like it's a good way to just like point when people say it's like, how do you know when the game's done? What's the point of this game? Upper right corner. So all the other parts of the planet are filled with conveyor belts bringing you materials. No, I'm using drones. You can see them flying all over the place there. I mean, yeah, but I didn't do it effectively last year. That's the thing. I'll return to games if I didn't think I did a good enough job. I get that. What happens when you do it? You get a golden coffee mug. And status of employee of the planet. I mean, you know, I'm also like trucking in stuff through monorails here, as you can see. But it's like, yeah, I can create things more effectively if I wanted to by trucking in more resources, but I have to create so many more machines. The machines get very intense in the amount that I need to create here. Like, yeah, if I want to go to like a different part, if I want to go to like a different planet, I could just go over here, for example. And I did. To go get the bauxite for aluminium. And also get the uranium for my current electrical production. Which I'm still not even using particularly effectively. It's because raw materials are a diamond a dozen. That's the thing. And I am using all of the raw materials that exist in this game so effectively that I do... Can I open this up? I already did. I am using all of the raw materials in this game so effectively that I do not need to get hundreds or thousands of raw materials to be trucked into the base. Doing that just means that I need to create so very much more machines to actually effectively use this.